Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I want to share with you 4 quotes that will change your life. And all these 4 quotes have one thing in common. They all talk about how dreams require sacrifice. So let's get straight into it. The first quote is, "Success demands a price." Now this quote is from Naval Ravikant, who is a well-known investor and also entrepreneur. He has invested in companies such as Twitter, Uber, and Facebook, just to name a few. So when someone as successful as Naval says that success demands a price, you better believe him. But what does this even mean? Well, basically he means that if you want to be successful, then you have to pay the price for it. And what that price is doing things that other people aren't willing to do. It's making sacrifices and it's pushing yourself beyond your limits. So let me ask you this, what are you willing to sacrifice to become successful? Because trust me, success is not free. Now, the second quote that we have here today is, "Sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term happiness." This is something that I couldn't agree more with. I think that far too many people are sacrificing their long-term happiness for short-term pleasure. I see people every day choosing to indulge in bad habits instead of working on themselves. I see them choosing instant gratification over long-term fulfillment. And guess what happens? They end up unhappy. You can't expect to live a happy and fulfilling life if you're constantly sacrificing your future self-happiness for today's pleasure. Instead, you need to find a balance between the two. You need to be able to enjoy the present moment without compromising your future happiness. And this is easier said than done. Trust me, I know, but it is possible. And it all starts with being aware of your bad habits and then making a conscious decision to change them. Once you start doing this, you'll start to see a big difference in your life. Your long-term happiness will increase and you'll be so much better off for it. So remember, don't sacrifice your long-term happiness for short-term pleasure. Find a balance between the two and enjoy your life to the fullest. The third quote that we have here today is, "Nothing is free." Now this quote is from the legendary Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. And he's known for his ability to spot undervalued companies and make huge profits. So when someone as successful as Warren Buffett says that nothing is free, you better believe him. What he means by this is that everything in life has a cost, everything has a price that we have to pay. Sometimes the price is monetary, like when we buy something with money, but other times the price is not monetary. For example, let's say you want to start a new business. Sure, you might not have to pay any money upfront, but the cost could be your time, your effort, and your dedication. Starting a new business is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work and determination to be successful. And if you're not willing to pay that price, then you're not going to be successful. So many people in life are not willing to pay the price for their dreams. They want to enjoy the benefits of success without having to put in the work. But guess what? There are no shortcuts in life. If you want to be successful, then you have to be willing to pay the price. And that price is not always easy to pay. It often requires sacrifice, hard work, and dedication. But trust me, it's worth it. The feeling of achieving your dreams is unlike anything else in life. It's so satisfying and rewarding. So don't be afraid to pay the price. Be willing to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve your dreams because it'll be worth it in the end. Just remember, nothing in life is free. And the fourth quote that we have here today is, "What are you willing to lose to win?" Now this quote is from the famous American football coach Bear Bryant. He was the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide football team and he led them to 6 national championships. So when someone as successful as Bear Bryant talks about winning, you better listen. He says, "What are you willing to lose to win?" And what he means by this is that in order to win, you have to be willing to give up certain things. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. Now, this doesn't just apply to sports. It applies to every aspect of life. In order to achieve your dreams, you have to be willing to sacrifice certain things. For example, let's say you want to become an actor. Well, in order to do that, you might have to give up your normal life. You might have to move to a new city, maybe Los Angeles or New York, and start auditioning for roles. You might have to go through a lot of rejection before you finally land your big break. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? Or let's say you want to become a musician. Well, in order to do that, you might have to give up your day job so you can focus on writing and performing music. You might have to struggle financially for a while before you start making any money from your music. Are you willing to make that sacrifice? The point is that in order to win, to achieve your dreams, you have to be willing to lose certain things. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. And the question is, what are you willing to lose to win? Are you willing to lose your comfort zone? Are you willing to lose your old life? Are you willing to lose the doubts and fears that are holding you back? Because if you are, then you can achieve your dreams. But if you're not, then don't even bother trying. Just give up now because you're never gonna make it. Think about the goals that you have in life. What are you willing to lose in order to achieve those goals? And if you're not willing to lose those things, then why do you even bother setting those goals in the first place? In conclusion, I want you to remember that dreams require sacrifice. If you want to achieve your dreams, then you have to be willing to make sacrifices. You have to be willing to pay the price. And that price is not always easy to pay. It often requires sacrifice, hard work, and dedication. But trust me, it's worth it. The feeling of achieving your dreams is unlike anything else in life. It's so satisfying and rewarding. So don't be afraid to pay the price. Be willing to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve your dreams because it'll be worth it in the end. Just remember, nothing in life is free, and if you want to win, then you have to be willing to lose certain things. With that said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button below and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.